Well, all right. Hello, everyone. Welcome to Week 7 of high school football, the edition of 48 Blitz Ot. I'm digital host AJ Wiest, filling in for Carl until Carl is ready to take on the rest of the show. Y'all, we got some high school football scores and highlights here in North Alabama, here in Week 7. But if you're just joining in right now, Carl Prather is getting ready to put on an awesome show for you all. But welcome in, everyone. We are going to go through last week's play of the week as well as our player of the week. And there is plenty to talk about. We're going to be talking about Madison Academy, without a doubt, particularly the quarterback of Madison Academy, the Mustangs quarterback, Charleston Owens. Right now, we are going to play last week's play of the week. Y'all enjoy. Let's watch it. And what a pass right there from Charleston Owens. The Mustangs would end up winning that game. That receiver right there, Zion Williams, they would win that game over North Jackson last week. And the Mustangs stay in their winning ways. They won last night against New Hope, 33-10. Congratulations to the Madison Academy Mustangs. Play of the week, but that's not it. Let's take a look at who our player of the week was.
Your 48 Blitz player of the week is Charleston Owens.
No surprise there, Charleston Owens with that awesome play. He had to be our 48 Blitz player of the week. Let's take a listen.
We knew we had a shot of winning the game after we cut the score to 1, and we knew we were going to go onside kick and go for 2 to win the game if we got the onside kick. And we know just know Gotti has been putting us through that every day during practice. He's been putting us in those situations, going over onside kicks, go for that 2-point conversion. He's been getting it right. He's such a great coach.
Congratulations there to Charleston Owens and the Madison Academy Mustangs. And we're going to have this week's contestants for the play of the week as well as our player of the week coming up at the end of this show today. But we're gearing up. We're getting ready. Carl Prather is ready. We are going to take you guys there. You guys enjoy the rest of 48 Blitz OT.
You're watching 48 Blitz OT, sponsored by Boar Hogs Barbecue.
We got some scores galore on your screen. Buckhorn gets a win 21-15 over Southside Gaston. Geraldine all over Brindley Mountain today, 63-0. Boaz, 5-1 coming into this contest. They're going to improve to 6-1. They take care of a Game Brewer group 23-19. Collinsville with a 2-point victory over the Rams of Sylvania. Russellville on the road takes care of Haddon 35-26. Lauderdale County shuts out Sheffield 62-0. More scores across the valley. Colbert County all over Clements at 62-22. Falkville and Susan Moore combined for 104 points. Susan Moore gets the victory 54-50. Takes care of the Warriors of Whitesboro Christian Academy 62-21. Rogers with a big win over Colbert Heights 56-28. Hackleburg holds off Phillips tonight 49-6. And those old West Morgan Rebels just continue to play ball. They get the victory 59-7. Welcome in, North Alabama and the Tennessee Valley. This is none other than 48 Blitz, sponsored by Boar's Hog Barbecue. We appreciate their support and their teamwork throughout this high school football season as we present to you our amazing communities across the valley. Well, this is the month that separates teams that are playoff hopefuls and those that may be looking to next year. This is the month where the teams separate themselves within our regions and classifications. So for those that are new to our area, we first want to say welcome. Those that are familiar with high school football in our area, you know the drill. 7 classifications, the classes 1A through 6A, 8 separate regions spread across the entire Yellowhammer State here in the state of Alabama. And in Class 7A, our highest classification, there are 32 teams. 4 regions within those 32 teams spread from North Alabama all the way down to Mobile. So top 4 seeds make the playoffs. Top 2 seeds host. Seeds 3 and 4 in each region, they have to make the trek and go on the road to continue their march toward a potential state championship, which will be held the first Wednesday, Thursday, Friday in December down in Birmingham. So 2 teams that were looking to stay atop the region standings, none other than the Guntersville Wildcats and the Scottsboro Wildcats. We had an amazing time for our 48 Blitz tailgate tour this afternoon, leading into kickoff tonight at 7. My teammate and our own sports anchor, Kaylee Tinglestad, was there for the entirety of this contest, a battle in Class 5A Region 8, and she has a complete recap of this amazing contest.
This is the 48 Blitz Game of the Week, sponsored by Huntsville Trucks.
The home Wildcats won the toss and elected to defer, but they won't have to wait long to get their paws on the ball. In the first play of the game, Guntersville fumbles it, a near-perfect spot for Scottsboro. And just like that, Brandon Edmondson Jr. tumbles into the end zone for the score, up 7-0. Well, following drive, a similar look, Street Smith with the quarterback keeper, he gets the score to tie it up at 7. And take a look at this one, a beauty from Smith, the 3-star Dadrian Waller doing everything he can to make the play, and he does. Wildcats cap off the drive with 3. Next drive, the other Wildcats want to show off. A trick play will gain some major yards. They tie it up 10 a couple plays later. Just seconds on the clock, Guntersville trying everything they can for a lead before the half. Smith airs it out. Watch out for Connor Vaden, the sophomore, second in the state for interceptions, 9 on the year. We enter the half gridlocked at 10. It's all Scottsboro in the second half, and what a finish. Vaden once again comes up big with the interception. Number 10 on the year for the sophomore. That will tie for a school record. The home team wins it 31-13.
Proud of my guys, man. They deserve this. They really do. What they went through last week, and like I told them, man, let haters hate, like let all the naysayers know. I think Bama said that a few years ago, but like, you know, after we lost that game, a bunch of people jumped off the ship, and I told them, like, remember who's on the ship still, because we know what we do in the building. They know what we do, and I'm stinking proud of them, dude. I'm proud of them.
Man, congratulations to none other than the Scottsboro Wildcats. Listen, there's some really good teams throughout that classification in that respective region there. Tyler Van and company lose to Brewer last week. He mentioned it. Some people may have kind of jumped off the proverbial Scottsboro Wildcats ship, but not the Scottsboro Wildcats. They went right back to work, and they took care of a very talented and quality team from the Guntersville Wildcats and Coach Lance Reese, who did an amazing job as well. Big thumbs up to Coach Tyler Van. They got another big game next week on the road. So for those counting at home, 3 teams all tied for first place and have a say for the top of the region standings. And Guntersville, Arab, and Scottsboro. Scottsboro and Arab will face each other next week. Boaz and Guntersville will face each other next week as well. So there'll be a lot more moving and shaking within the region. I did want to run by a score that we have wrong, and I want to make sure that we have it correct. We had Falkville losing to Susan Moore, and that is not correct according to one of our viewers here. Falkville got the win. I'm just looking at my phone really quick, everyone, and then I will get this corrected. Yeah, Andrew Guire. Hey, buddy, thank you so much for that. Falkville actually won that game 20-12 over Susan Moore. 20-12 over Susan Moore in that contest. So I want to make sure that we got that correct. And Andrew, we got it corrected for you. Congratulations to the Blue Devils of Falkville. They are an awesome team, and Coach Seth and them do a fantastic job over there as well. They were actually at one of our games of the week at Culver Heights just 2 weeks ago. So Falkville gets the win tonight over Susan Moore, 20-12 this week throughout our high school football coverage. We want to get it right. That's what listen, this is real time. Better to be right than be wrong. And we want to get all our scores right and represent our young men and our student athletes to make sure they get their credit for their respective victories. So there were a lot of region matchups, really big ones, right, that could really do a lot of movement within the standings of our respective regions across North Alabama. Another big one was in Class 4A in a region that has some really good teams in it. And it was actually one of our games of the week last week within that region. But we pick it up with Plainview, undefeated coming into this contest at home, hosting North Jackson. So North Jackson was in our game of the week last week against Madison Academy, and they fell 57-56. That was Nick Price catching that ball there for a nice game. But listen, North Jackson's got a lot of talented athletes, so does Plainview. And a big shout out to the Bears. Man, they have really built this team back up to the standard that Coach Dale Pruitt has come accustomed to as a longtime coach there. Congratulations to Plainview. They get the big win tonight. They remain undefeated, 35-24. So Plainview and Madison Academy, who got a victory on Thursday night over Madison County, they're the only two teams undefeated within that region in Class 4A. So it's going to be a fight to the finish as those two teams meet in the coming weeks to potentially decide a region champion. Class 5A Region 7 winner would sit in first place all alone. Priceville undefeated in the region. Fairview undefeated in the region. And you knew this was going to be a good one in Priceville. The fans, the Bulldog faithful out there showing up in a big, big way. Sheldon Graham, man, what a battle, young man. Just battling to try to move the chains there. And later he buys just enough time. He's going to find his teammate Hudson Eubanks right over the plane for the score. Fairview, though, they got a really good team. Priceville does too, right? Fairview just a little too much down the stretch in this contest. That screen pass goes the distance. The Aggies victorious tonight. They're atop the region standings, first place. They win 28-9. The other undefeated team in Class 6A Region 7, along with another team in Muscle Shoals, is the Hartselle Tigers. And the Tigers were on the road against Athens. Carter Lee would hand it off to Jaheim Pruitt for the second touchdown of the first half. Golden Eagles will respond. Jackson Unger going to throw it to the corner of the end zone right here, rolling out and finds his teammate Aiden Lovell for a nice touchdown there. Back and forth score the first half. Both teams will put up a heck of a fight in this one, and you knew they would indeed do just that there. Congratulations to Hartselle. They're still undefeated, folks, and still within the top 5 in the state in Class 6A. They win 28-14. And so we wanted to send a big shout out to Muscle Shoals. They got a big win. They took on Jasper tonight. Both of those two teams were undefeated as well. So you had 3 teams undefeated in that classification. Now there's only 2, Hartselle and Muscle Shoals. Those 2 teams play 2 Fridays from now, 2 weeks, to potentially decide a region champion. So the plot thickens, as I like to say, for a lot of our teams atop those region standings. Everyone wants to claim a region championship and also be able to host a first-round playoff game next month as we roll on to the final 3 weeks of the high school football regular season starting next Friday. But without further ado, we're going to get you out of here with our plays of the week.
The 48 Blitz Play of the Week, sponsored by Hyundai Greenway of Decatur and University Kia. We want to see you in a Kia.
Play number 1 comes from the old Panthers of Woodville. Their quarterback going to run it in for the score off the QB sweep there. Play number 2, an amazing grab by the Guntersville wide receiver there. The concentration to hold on to it for the big game there. And then play number 3 is going to be the old Crimson Panthers from Huntsville. Punt return that goes the distance for the score. So your 3 nominees for this week's 48 Blitz Play of the Week. It's Woodville, it's Guntersville, and it's Huntsville. Voting will begin right now. You can just go and log on to WAFF.com/Play of the Week. Voting will run through Wednesday of next week, and then we'll announce our winner during our 6 p.m. newscast. And just like that, we are done with week 7. Hard to believe, but yeah, we're headed that way toward the end. Week 10 just around the corner, October 31st, Halloween, final Friday of the high school football regular season. And then we jump right into playoff action the first Friday of November through the entire month. And then hopefully, fingers crossed, we have some teams representing North Alabama in the Super 7 championships in Birmingham at Protective Stadium. So been an amazing night of high school football. Teams continue to separate themselves as we move toward next week in some big, big games. We'll announce our new 48 Blitz Game of the Week next week as well in our next tailgate tour stop. And of course, you can still vote for our plays of the week, and then we will announce a player of the week and present that young man with an award, a plaque at his high school during his respective football practice for the week 7 efforts as we head into next week as well. You know it's college football tomorrow. I know everyone's excited. Man, we got homecoming. I can smell the barbecue, and I can smell the sweet smells of some of these barrel barbecue grills and stuff. I can smell it from the hill in Normal, Alabama, because Alabama A&M is going to be rocking and rolling 150th celebration there for that amazing and proud tradition-laden university tomorrow. Mississippi Valley State in town for a SWAC conference game. Sam Shea looking to win his first conference game at home inside the friendly confines of Lewis Cruz Stadium. Yours truly will be there to get a few highlights and sights and sounds from my teammate Kaylee Tinglestad. She'll be over in Florence. Florence taking on Central Arkansas in a United Athletic Conference matchup. Two teams 1-4 heading into that contest. Let's see if the Lions come away with an all-important victory in conference and win number 2 of the year for head coach Brent Dearman. Auburn in the nightcap in the SEC. They're going to host the Georgia Bulldogs. 130th meeting of the Deep South's oldest rivalry inside Jordan-Hare Stadium. The great Cam Newton will have his jersey retired at halftime of that contest as well. So that'll be a special moment for Tiger fans that can reminisce from that 2010 national championship run for Cam and company there. Alabama on the road. I mean, if you look at your clock, they're going to be starting here in less than 12 hours. They're going to be in Como, as they like to say, Columbia, Missouri, taking on the Missouri Tigers, undefeated, top 10 in a myriad of offensive production and offensive statistics across the NCAA statistics there for them. So we should have a really good game there, a good game with Auburn. Alabama A&M, UNA in the house as well tomorrow. Kaylee will have you completely covered throughout the day tomorrow night in sports. NFL on Sunday as well, and then we're back with another game week next week across North Alabama and the Tennessee Valley and beyond. Got to send a big shout out to all of the people that make this possible, right? Starship Enterprise, I like to call it. It's our TNP center. We got Clark Simcox in there. We got Paul Mullen. We got Will Royal in there. And then we got Tyler Warren. Tyler North. So Tyler North, his name is really Tyler North, but I called him Tyler Warren, the starting tight end for the Indianapolis Colts. So that's our inside joke that you're in on now because, I mean, why not be Tyler Warren, Tyler North? I mean, what's wrong with that? But Tyler North is good enough. It's all good, my man. Wave your hand over there. Wave your hand. There you go. Do it. Nope, he's not. Is he? Yep. There we go. Okay. Yeah, really, truly appreciate those young men in there doing an amazing, amazing deal. Making us look good each and every week. There's a lot of buttons and a lot of TVs in there. I don't know what to push. They do it, and they do it exceptionally well. So thanks to all you young men. Got to send a big shout out to our digital team. All the scores that you see, all of the corrections that we make, if we have to make those for our scores, including that Falkville score, then Andrew, we appreciate you, man. 20-12, they took care of Susan Moore. Susan Moore did not win 54-50. It was Falkville 20-12 over the Susan Moore Bulldogs there. So AJ Weiss, Ryan Fay, Javon Williams, Tatiana White, they are awesome, and they make my job incredibly easy each and every week with scores and schedules and highlights and digital platform things that we do for all of our platforms. Our 48 Sports Zone app, WAFF.com, our streaming services, 48 Now. Super, super cool to have that team with us each and every week. And then all of our reporters and all of our photographers as well. They're responsible for getting a lot of our football games as well, including my teammate and sports anchor Kaylee Tinglestad. She's out at our game of the week each and every week. She goes out to practices for our plays of the week, our players of the week, 48 Blitz game previews leading into Fridays as well. So as you can imagine, it's a team effort here. And I always each and every week want to make sure I send huge, huge shout outs to those that are deserving throughout our building because they bust their butt to make this show look good. Boar's Hog Barbecue, you all do a fantastic job as well. We appreciate your sponsorship this year for our 48 Blitz Overtime show. We bring it to you each and every week of the high school football regular season, and we are super, super happy and proud that they were deciding to join us in this endeavor heading into this high school football season. All there's left to do is go home, everybody. Go enjoy your time at home. Grill up some meat. I told you, do some ribs or some smoked chicken. Do some chicken wings or something. Fry some catfish or something. I don't know. Do whatever you want to do. Whatever makes you happy. Enjoy the college football. Enjoy the pro football. Enjoy this amazing weather that we'll have this weekend as well. If you see me at Alabama A&M or you see my teammate Kaylee Tinglestad over in Florence, say hey to us as well. We love to say hello and exchange pleasantries with all of our viewers here in North Alabama and the Tennessee Valley. That is going to do it for us tonight. We hope you enjoy your weekend. And that'll do it for our 48 Blitz Overtime show, folks. We'll see you right back here next Friday night for more high school football action as we move to week 8 of the high school football regular season. Good night, everyone.